And right here tonight at 5 o'clock, another resignation is coming out of Nelson County Schools. Hello, everybody. I'm Doug Profit, and good to be back with you here on this second day of 2024. Shay is off tonight. In Bardstown this time, it's the attorney representing the Nelson County School Board who is stepping away from the job. WHAS11's Ian Hardwitt and photojournalist Jessica Farley caught up with one school board member today who says the attorney's departure is a bad sign.
It should be a red flag to our community.
Nelson County School Board member Tracy Bowling spoke with us over the phone about the ongoing turmoil the district's trying to manage. This year, they'll have to find a replacement for the board attorney because the current one is resigning. His work will continue while they search for someone new. Bowling described his efforts so far as helpful.
That I'm doing things that are ethical and correct in maintaining what's good for the district of Nelson County. And I've been very grateful for, him working with me.
Eric Ferris resigned in a letter sent to the board December 20th, 2023. In that letter, he cites a series of issues, saying he's unable to reconcile his duty to the board over ethical concerns. We asked him what those concerns were over the phone, but he said because of attorney-client privilege, he wouldn't be able to tell us. Ferris currently provides counsel for the nearby Bardstown City Schools District and was an attorney for several other school districts in the state. His resignation comes 2 months after former school board member Damon Jackie left suddenly in October over ethics concerns of his own. He and Bowling disagreed with the board's decision to move forward with a plan merging the district's high schools. It's a move that sparked protests from students, teachers, and bus drivers in the district. Those plans now stalled because it doesn't match what was originally approved by the local planning committee.
The construction dollars that would be needed to remodel and rebuild the space could not be spent because the district facility plan did not align with that new plan.
At the final board meeting of 2023, Jackie's replacement, Nicole Milburn, successfully voted in pro-merger Amanda Deaton as the board's new chair. Deaton spoke against Bowling's nomination for the seat.
Now, I understand it would be your intention to expand the public comment, and I just can't. I don't believe that we could do justice to the important agenda items that we have if that's left unranked.
How she handles those items will be seen soon. Her board chair position took effect at the beginning of the year. Ian Hardwitt, WHAS 11, on your side.
And the next Nelson County School Board meeting is scheduled for January 16th at the Nelson County High School. A special meeting is being held tomorrow to consider if they'll keep Ferris as the counsel and if they'll put out a proposal to fill the job. More local news here today at 5 o'clock. Teacher pay raises and splitting up Kentucky's largest public school district. Of course, that's JCPS. Those are two issues expected to get a lot of attention in this year's legislative session, which kicked off today in Frankfort. Kentucky's General Assembly, as you know, is controlled by the Republicans with a supermajority. Governor Andy Beshear and his lieutenant governor are the only Democratic elected statewide officials left in the state of Kentucky. Our senior reporter, Isaiah Kim Martinez, and senior photojournalist Alyssa Newton are in Frankfort right now talking to lawmakers.
Senate President Robert Stivers says Republican leadership is seriously looking into the potential of splitting up JCPS. Now, while the discussions themselves aren't new, the transportation issues we've seen appear to be a big motivator here in 2024. As Kentucky lawmakers concluded a procedural day one of this year's budget session, questions loom over which big-ticket items will pass and whether studies looking into JCPS's feasibility as a district of nearly 100,000 students will lead to dividing it.
There needs to be some serious discussion as to what happens to JCPS.
So it's seriously being looked into.
It is.
It's an effort Democrats like State Senator Gerald Neal of Louisville are already chalking up as misguided.
When you split something up in a community, you run the risk of splitting your community. You run the risk of disproportionately bringing value to one part of the community as to the other.
Then comes the question of where the Kentucky governor and GOP leaders will meet eye to eye in their agendas. Beshear telling me in a sit-down interview before Christmas that wages are a factor in losing teachers to neighboring states like Tennessee. We asked Kentucky Senate President Robert Stivers what can be done. His answers coming up right here at 6. Isaiah Kim Martinez, WHAS 11 on your side.
And so with that, state lawmakers are going to return to Frankfort tomorrow ahead of the governor's State of the Commonwealth address, which will be happening tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. We will have reaction tomorrow night from the state's Republicans and Democrats to the governor's speech. Isaiah will be there again, heading up our full coverage on the WHAS 11 night team tomorrow night. And the man best known as the longtime representative of Jefferson County Public School Bus Union's Drivers Union is entering the world of politics now. Today, Teamsters Local 783 President John Stovall filed to run for the Kentucky State House of Representatives as a Democrat. He's running for the District 37 seat, which is currently held by Republican Emily Callaway. The district runs along southwest Jefferson County's borders with both Hardin and Bullitt counties. In a statement sent to us today, John Stovall says, in part, "I've spent decades looking out for Kentuckians who get up every day and work hard to provide for their families and give their kids a better life. People who know me know that I'll always do what's right, and I'll work with or stand up to anybody to improve the lives of middle-class Kentuckians." Stovall is retiring from his union job in April. The governor's just previous campaign manager is now running his campaign. John Stovall's in Frankfort filing late today. We are interviewing him about his decision for the WHAS 11 night team. We'll have those comments right here at 11 o'clock tonight. The controversial Kentucky court clerk who refused to issue marriage licenses to same-sex couples in Kentucky and then made national news over her refusals is now being ordered to pay $360,000. Kim Davis was jailed for 5 days in 2015 for refusing to issue licenses in Round County. David Ermold and David Moore sued Davis in federal court. A jury agreed the couple should be paid $100,000 for damages. The judge's final order today also added another $260,000 to be paid for attorney's fees and on top of the personal payments as well. Well, this was a thrilling week to come back to work. What a great week to start off with, because we get to talk about snow all week long, folks. At least the possibility of snow. It doesn't hurt to talk about it, Colleen. You know, we don't get enough of it around here now, so it's really up to you, to decide whether we're going to have it or not.
It's my late Christmas present to you. I'm like, you know what, Doug, you're a good person. Thankful. You're a good friend here. I should give him something, and it's snow potentially this Saturday. We're still about 4 days out. I will get through those chances and walk you through that forecast model, but just know as each day passes, that forecast is subject to change. But let's talk about right now. It was cloudy the past few days, and just before sunset, we started to see some breaks in between those very stubborn clouds out there. So we're seeing some partly clear skies. Temperatures are chilly because of those clouds. 38 at the airport, did not get out of the 30s here in Jefferson County, sitting at 37 Iroquois Park, 34 to the south in Shepherdsville. And we're actually even colder in Seymour at 33 degrees, almost below freezing. So it was a rather chilly day, and it's going to be another cold and cloudy night. For the next few hours, we'll be hovering in the mid-30s and then dropping to the upper 20s tomorrow morning. So pretty typical for this time of year. The best news about tomorrow is I think we're going to have that opportunity to jump into the mid-40s because we are forecasting more sun than clouds. So we are seeing some clouds out there with some sunshine. We're staying dry through Friday. No precipitation for your work week, but our eyes are going to be peeled for Saturday. This low pressure system is going to move across the Midwest, and depending where it tracks, we're on that border of between seeing rain and snow. I'll walk you through that forecast and what our chances are here coming up shortly. Doug?
All right, thank you very much, Colleen. Well, right now, Louisville Metro Police are telling us they are still searching for the driver who crashed a car right into a Highlands apartment building late Monday night. The driver still hadn't been found. Take a look at our video right here, folks. You can see the car crashed into the Highlands Station apartment complex, taking out the brick and the glass and went right inside the place, causing significant damage. Happened about 10:15 last night on East Broadway near Baxter Avenue. Witnesses told officers they saw the driver walking nearby, and officers were able to locate a woman for questioning. But right now, we still don't know if she was the actual driver. A Louisville Metro building inspector was called in to investigate the damage here. And Metro Police are investigating a deadly shooting that happened in the Portland neighborhood. Officers responded to reports of a person down at 20th and Lytle Streets at about 11 o'clock last night. Police there say they found 31-year-old Stephon Patrick Garner, who had been shot and killed. Shot in the back of a home there is where they discovered him. Right now, there are no suspects. If you have any information that can help detectives, the anonymous tip line is 574-LMPD. And today, the man who police say hit 2 Metro police cruisers during a standoff at the Okolona Walmart store appeared in court, a judge calling Raymond Heenan a danger to officers.
Reviewing this and having some concern about the escape as well. And then while you were out committing these are the allegations that you're facing. I do find that put the officers in danger.
Raymond Heenan is 30 years old. He was arrested yesterday outside the Outer Loop Walmart store. He is facing more than 15 charges, including wanton endangerment of a police officer and DUI. LMPD says it started when officers responded to reports of a stolen vehicle at that Walmart store, found Heenan inside the car and asked him to get out. But police say he threw the car into reverse and then hit 2 unoccupied police vehicles, hit them several times. Police also say Heenan was drinking beer in the car while this was all happening. He was arrested after a standoff with officers and the SWAT team, and he's being held on a bond of $50,000. An inmate at the Orange County Jail in southern Indiana was found dead on Saturday. The Orange County Jail is located on East Main Street in Paoli, which is just shy of about 50 miles northwest of Louisville. Indiana State Police investigating, and they say 54-year-old Jeannie Ross was found unresponsive in her cell at about 5 a.m. Saturday morning and was pronounced dead at the scene. Ross had been taken to the jail just 4 days earlier on the 26th on a warrant for failure to appear in court. An autopsy was conducted on Sunday. We are still waiting to hear those results.